What is up, you guys? It's your favorite tarot reader, and I am back. Except I'm not back with another read. I am back with trying to conceive TTC video. This is going to be my trying to conceive journey episode 1. Okay, so if you guys have been following my journey, you guys know I miscarried at 16 weeks due to PPROM. My last pregnancy, I gave birth November 11th. 2020 to my 16-week-old baby. His name is Zion. So yeah, I miscarried at 16 weeks, and now my fiance and I are trying to conceive again. If you are new to my videos just through the TTC community, that's a little bit of my background. I am 25 years old and I want some babies. Okay, I want a whole bunch of babies. Okay, so I already have a 3-year-old daughter, and then, like I said, I do have a son named Zion who passed on. And right now, I'm not gonna lie, I've been manifesting twins. Like, I really want twins. I really want twins. I've been manifesting boy and girl twins since I was a child, and this channel is all about manifestation, bringing things into fruition, God, family, love, and lifestyle. All of that combined. This is her complex. Okay, honey, period. So yeah. What else? Okay, so to start off, this is my first cycle. This is the first month after delivering my baby that I have started to try to conceive. So here is the information. For one, I got my period literally 1 month after I had given birth, and me and Jonathan were kind of really nervous. Like, we didn't know, like, it was kind of unexpected. Like, we were really hoping for my period. Like, we were like praying for it and just kind of like, I can't wait till it comes. It's gonna be a momentous time and stuff like that. I want to just throw in, y'all, I want to do some really good story times on like how we tried to have sex before 4 weeks before my period.
Mommy.
You gotta wait because mommy is working, okay?
Yeah, I want this one.
Anyway, y'all, so I forgot what I was saying that fast. Oh, the story times and stuff. I do want to do like a story time on my birth and delivery story. So if you guys would like to see that, I would also like to do a pre-prom story. What happened, the miscarriage of my baby. So if you guys are interested in sorry, go. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely leave a comment down below. Okay, into the video now. So I gave birth to my son on November 11th, and I just so happened to get my period December 11th, which was, it was like oddly weird, but it was also like, wow, like I really just got my period. So basically what happened was I was really irritable. I was really kind of stuck in a mood. I was having a little bit of cramps, but I had already been having cramps just because I had just miscarried a baby and my body was processing, like closing itself back up or something like that, healing itself or whatever. So I was having a little bit of cramps, but I was just really irritable. I had an energy that I really couldn't shake. I was just hella fucking annoyed with my significant other. He noticed, but I didn't like take anything. Kamaya, mommy's working, and you see mommy working. That's something you could have did yourself, baby. Then people be like, how you want another kid? You can't even manage the one you got. You can never, like, there's never, a parent's job is never done. Okay, a parent's job is never done. So anyway, I had got my period. I was really irritable. He just kind of like, what's wrong? And I was just kind of like, nothing. But it was an energy that I couldn't shake. And every day he kept asking me like, what is wrong? Like, what's wrong? And I didn't really want to tell him because I didn't want to say that I had got my period if I didn't really get my period. And on the 11th, I had spotted, and it was just like a tiny little bit. When I wiped, it was like, okay, because I had stopped bleeding about maybe like 10 days before my period came. Probably not even that many days, but probably like about a week, so probably like 7 days before, about like 7 days before I bled that time. So I'm like, okay, my period has stopped. I mean, my hemorrhaging, my bleeding from miscarrying had already stopped. It had completely stopped for at least a week, like I said. So on the 11th, when I saw that tinge of blood when I wiped, I'm like, I hurry up and text my best friend Monet, like, hey, I got my period today, like, it's a good day. And in my mind, I felt like, even if this is not my period, like, I'm finna tell Monet that I got my period, because that's me speaking it into the world. Even if this is just spotting, I'm gonna tell myself that this is my period, because I'm manifesting my destiny, and I want a baby. So, 555 period, hi son. So, literally, I texted her and I was like, hey, I got my period today, like, I'm super happy, I'm excited, today is a good day. And then the next day, I didn't really bleed that much. You could only see it like when I wiped again, and I'm just like, damn, what the fuck, like, I really want to get my period, I hope this is my period. And then that third day, is kind of when I talked to Jonathan about it. That's when it became a little bit heavier, to where it was like, okay, like, maybe this is really a period. And I was kind of telling him, like, I kind of been feeling off, like, my body has been feeling really, really weird, and I've been really, really irritable, and I think I finna get my period. And he's like, that's probably that motherfucker, like, you probably already on that motherfucker, it's probably just different because you already been bleeding so much. And then we both was kind of like, yeah, like, I think this is it, like, I think I'm on my period, even if it looks different than how I've had periods before. Mind y'all, I have been bleeding since I gave birth. Like, I have been bleeding since I gave birth. Not a lot, but I was bleeding. So it was kind of like when I got my period, it wasn't really that much blood for like the first 4 days. And then the last 3 days, it kind of tapered off into actually looking like a period and feeling like a period. I really felt PMS. Like, I felt really, really bad PMS for my first period. I guess because your hormones are regulating again, and then you're being right back thrown into different hormones, like, you know. So my body was just experiencing a lot and going through a lot, and I was like zonked out. Like, I was present, but at the same time I was just kind of like, I don't know what's happening right now. So that was making me irritable. I didn't know what was happening with my body. I didn't know what happened to my baby. I was still confused as far as to, like, okay, if there's no cure for pre-prom, or there's no reason why our babies die or why we miscarriage, then how can I manifest another pregnancy and not manifest it in fear, you know, because there's no cause. So it's like, how do I know it's not going to happen again, right? So, yeah, I ended up telling Jonathan, and we were in the car, and he got a little bit upset. Not upset, but he got a little sad. And he's just kind of like, damn, like, our son is really gone. Like, his pregnancy, I keep seeing lights everywhere. It's probably because I'm staring at this ring light, or it's angels around me. I'm not sure. Pretty sure it's a little bit of both. But yeah, he just got a little bit sad. And he was just kind of like, damn, like, our son is really gone. Like, his pregnancy is really over because you've gotten a period. Like, at least it was kind of like we were still dealing with him. Like, we were still taking care of him because you were on your period, and we couldn't have sex, and now it's different. So yeah, I do want to tell you guys about the couple times that we tried to have sex and what that was like, how it was, if you should or should not try, and when sex after a miscarriage or after giving birth is okay. I plan to do like a whole mommy series, birthing series, trying to conceive series, all of that. Hopefully, I won't be on a TTC journey for too long, because I think I'm pregnant, okay? I'm posting these videos because I'm not even going to put that into the universe, but no matter what the circumstances or situation, I want my story, this baby's story, our stories as a family as a whole to be documented, right? So, I can't remember the days that we had sex. I can't. I used to have the Ovia app where it's like you could like write all that stuff down and all that kind of stuff. But to be honest, I I don't remember any of that stuff. I still have the my teeth. That's the symptom, but I'll get into that in a second. So one thing that I did in manifesting my child and trying to conceive was I downloaded the pregnancy app, right? And I put in the information as if I was already pregnant. I put in the information as if I was already pregnant so that I could follow along. So right now it says your baby's neural tube, the basis of the brain and spinal cord, is forming. The amniotic sac, which is the pocket of fluid that Luna and Elijah will grow in, is currently developing. So yeah, those are not my baby's real names. Those are like my baby's middle names, Luna and Elijah. So my twin babies, like as you can see, I'm speaking them into existence. Like, your fertilized. This was on January 3rd. It says your fertilized egg is implanting in your uterine wall. Well, it will reside for the next 8 months, and that was on January 3rd. So yeah, that's another way that I manifested. I put all my information in a pregnancy app so that I'm putting it out there to the universe that I know I'm pregnant and that I have faith in what I'm manifesting. Period. So okay, it says your fertilized egg is getting closer to its resting spot for the next 8 months, and that was on January 2nd. 3 weeks pregnant, nice and cozy. Your favorite fertilized eggs is implanting in your womb on January 2nd, which may result in the first signs of early pregnancy. Right? So, like I said, I look at this every day. Kind of puts me in the spirit of, okay, you know, I am pregnant. I did that with Zion as well. I did not do that with Kamaya because her pregnancy was random. We did try to conceive Zion, and we conceived him on the first try. And right after we start baby dancing, I made this app, and I put Jonathan Jr., that is a boy, and all of our information in there, and it came out to be, I had a son, he was a boy. Okay, like, period. So this really does work, manifesting in that way, speaking it into existence, putting it out there in the universe. So yeah, like I said, I had my period on the 11th of December. So let's see, 7 days after that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So probably like the 18th or 19th was the day that I probably like got off my period. Thank you. We had sex right away on the 21st, which I was happy about, because if you are trying to conceive, you can have sex up to 4 or 5 days before you start ovulating, because as you guys know, sperm stays in you for that long. So I forgot about that. I'm definitely pregnant. Okay, so sperm stays in you for about 4 to 5 days. I've even looked up online when I was trying to conceive the first time, before I had got my big fat positive. I'm like, can it possibly stay up in there for 7 days? Like, is there any chance? Because that was my ovulation schedule. Like, it was like, yeah, I had late ovulation. So yeah, sperm can stay up in there to 4 to 5 days. If you want to believe 7, sis, do you. God makes miracles. Maybe his little swimmer was just able to survive. I don't know. But, so yeah, we had sex on that 21st. He ejaculated in me, and that sperm lasted for a couple days. But then we also had sex on, I want to say the 24th or the 25th. The 24th or the 25th. I think we had sex the 24th and the 25th, and then not on the 26th, and then again on the 28th. So a total of 4 times this cycle did we have sex. I believe I ovulated, because I ovulate about like 6 to 8 days after my period. I don't know how everybody else ovulates. I don't even know if that's for real when I ovulate, but I think so, because yeah, I think so. That's just kind of like how my body works. I think it's about 6 to 8 days after my period. So let's see. Got my period on the 11th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I probably started to ovulate like maybe like the 21st or the 22nd, or I could be wrong. I should have probably had this stuff together, but obviously this is my first video about trying to conceive, so I'm gonna make mistakes and I'm gonna learn as I go, and hopefully y'all learn with me. If you're recognizing like, but you don't got your shit together, make sure that if you are trying to conceive, you do have your shit together, meaning you're tracking everything, you're aware of everything, you're aware of every single body change that happens to you. I remember the third time that we had sex, not the fourth time, not the last time, because the last time was when I was like, oh, I'm pregnant, because I'm closer to ovulating. Like, it was like the first day, or like the last day that I was ovulating or something. We had sex the last day I was ovulating too, but I don't know what day that was. Anyway, or at least that's what I remember telling him, like, I think this is my last day ovulating, like, let's, you know. But yeah, so on the third time that we had sex, which was probably like the 25th, 21st, the 24th, the 25th, and then I think we had sex on the 28th. So the 25th, a Friday, I'm pretty sure we had sex. And I remember the next day when I wiped, I had blood. That was the first sign of pregnancy for Zion, not for Kamaya. Again, like I said, I wasn't paying attention to my body or what I was going through when I got surprised with my first pregnancy. But for my second pregnancy, my first sign that I was pregnant was inflammation bleeding. As soon as I'm not gonna lie, and y'all can think I'm crazy if y'all want to, I don't really care, but I'm very in tune with my body. And being that this is gonna be my third pregnancy, I know what it feels like to be pregnant. And as soon as the sperm gets in your body and travels to that egg, you can feel the inflammation. You can feel you can feel it. It's like it's a sharp pain, like literally. And whatever ovary is gonna be in mine just so happens to be on my right side. Last pregnancy it was on my left side where I kept getting cramps. This one is my right side, my right ovary, and I feel like I'm pregnant. So I felt that like sharp pain, achiness, and I'm just like, okay, I had the blood, so I've implanted. My baby is nestled in there, and now we wait. So like I said, that was pretty much the first symptom of me trying to conceive and thinking I'm pregnant. Anytime I have that little blood after I wipe, or like right after sex, or right after I've ovulated, I can pretty much know, like, okay, that's a sign. That is a sign. So if you've already gotten your period and you've already like been stopped bleeding, if you bleed again afterwards, 9 times out of 10 you're pregnant. 9 times out of 10 you're pregnant. Because if you've already stopped the blood train, why else would blood be trickling down? Because obviously something ruptured. It was like, boom, let's make it happen. Like, that's just how I see it. That's just how I'm putting it. So yeah, let's get into symptoms. Wait, I'm trying to make a...
Mama, are you done looking?
Huh?
Are you done looking?
No, I'm not done working. What's the matter, baby?
I'm not scared.
You not scared? What's the matter?
I'm just tired.
Oh, okay. So let's get into the symptoms. The first symptom that I would say I had, well, I would say the second symptom, because like I said, the first was the bleeding. The second symptom, I think, was me smelling stuff. And that was like the first symptom with, no, that was the second symptom as well with Zion. So my first symptom has always been the inflammation bleeding. My second symptom is the smell. When I first got pregnant with Zion, I remember a couple days after I had sex, like literally probably like 2 days after I had sex, I went to my best friend's house. She made her daughter a grilled cheese, and I'm like, bitch, that butter stinks. Like, I'm pregnant. She's like, bitch, it's been 2 days. Like, you're not pregnant. And I'm like, bitch, yes, I am. Yes, I am. Same thing happening right now. So yeah, I've just been able to smell everything, and it's really, really been making me not want to eat. I can't really explain it, but it's like, even if it's not a bad smell, like I'm just overly smelling perfume and overly smelling everything, especially the stuff like around the house. Like, not saying my house is like dirty or anything, but like anything, like if it's like a plate on the table, I will smell that shit from like across the room. It's literally a piece of gum in a piece of paper, like a stick of gum ready to be eaten, and I smell it. Like, I smell it, even though it's over here. I smell it. I smell the piece of gum, and it's in a wrapper. It's not chewed. It's not, but I smell it. Okay. When I was pregnant with Zion, my third symptom was the fact that I craved potatoes. I craved potatoes ASAP, right away, before I even thought that I was pregnant. I had eaten potatoes like 4 days in a row. And then I was like, bitch, now I know why I've been eating potatoes. Bitch, am I craving potatoes? Okay. This pregnancy, it has been pasta. Pasta. Like, for the last 6 days, I ate pasta. It's only been the last 2 days that I didn't eat it. So 4 days prior to today, I ate pasta 4 days in a row. And I couldn't shake it. I'm like, my mom was cooking food because New Year's had just passed, and like it was just kind of like I had food around me, but I wanted pasta. So I would literally make pasta every single night. Not every single night, because I did it in the day sometime too. But like shrimp pasta, I made like 4 or 5 different times. Yeah, and salmon. I was really, really craving salmon. I'm not really craving it anymore, but like for a good week, I was really, really, really craving salmon. Not gonna lie. Okay, let's see. Outside of me craving pasta, my boobs, they hurt, and they don't hurt super bad, but it's just like if I'm going like on my phone and I'm like this, I'm like, ooh, you know, like I noticed that like I don't want to touch them too much, or I don't really want to be on them. And then when I just did that, like it felt like, bitch, I don't want to be wearing a bra. Like my nipples rubbing against my shirt, like it just felt like it was gonna make me horny. Like they're not super hurting, like super painful, but it's just like they're super sensitive. That's it. That's the one. That's the word. They're sensitive. Another thing is I've been hot as hell. I've been hot, sis. I've been hot. I've been hot. Hot. Like my body has been regulated really, really weird. It's like every 2 seconds I'm freaking hot. If I don't have like a million clothes on, then I'm cold. It's like my body temperature has been really, really weird, but I've definitely been hot as hell. Have been hot. Like I'm not sure why that's an early pregnancy symptom. I guess your basal temperature rises or something, but my temperature has been so elevated. Like I haven't been having my heat on. It's just like, bitch, I'm hot. Like I'm hot. I'm literally sweating. Like I'm hot because I'm pregnant. Like I'm Caprice, me here. She is pregnant. I'm pregnant. But yeah, so the hotness, the hot flashes. Would I say I have anything else? Y'all, I don't know why, but I haven't been wanting to eat. Like, I haven't had an appetite. I'll get hungry, but I have no desire to eat. Like, I literally just, I'm like, you know, like, I don't really have a desire to eat. And that's only been the last 2 days. I think I went all yesterday and all today without eating absolutely one thing. Just drinking water. And also I've been kind of craving water, which is weird because last pregnancy, as y'all know, I was very, very, very dehydrated. I was not eating or drinking. And I don't want to start this pregnancy off like that. So I've been drinking more water for sure already, and I've been kind of craving it. Like, I guess because I have dry mouth, like I've just really been wanting to drink water. Another sign is insomnia. I'm not sure if this is spiritual insomnia, meaning God just keeping me up, God wanting to speak to me, God revealing some kind of trick to me, my DNA upgrading. Sometimes when we're having sleepless nights, we just supposed to pray, and that's what's been helping me go to sleep the last couple of days. I've been praying myself to sleep, and I wake up and I'm just like, dang, I didn't even recognize that I fell asleep. But yeah, the last 2 nights I've been up all night. Last night I stayed up till 6:30 in the morning, and then I had to get Kamaya ready for school, so I had to hurry up and try to fall asleep. And all I did was I closed my eyes and I was just like praying for everything. I'm just like, I pray for this person, I pray for this person, and I went down the list, and I guess I just fell asleep. but insomnia has been a big symptom in my trying to conceive journey. 2-week wait symptoms. I definitely feel like insomnia and vivid dreams is a sign of early pregnancy. I had a really, really vivid dream yesterday, and I can't remember it, but it had a lot to do with my fiance. And I just remember waking up being like, I feel like I just watched a movie. Like, I feel like I was asleep for a long time. Mind y'all, I went to sleep at like 6:30 in the morning. Kamaya had to be up for school at 8. So I had only had like an hour and 30 minutes. And I felt hella like I had just watched a long ass movie. I'm like exhausted and drained. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I feel like I was just asleep forever. But yeah. So I think those are kind of like my last two symptoms: insomnia and vivid dreams. I don't really have too many other symptoms. I'm having cramps like crazy. They're not painful. They don't hurt. I do notice them though. I definitely notice them, and it's kind of like my stomach feels achy, like as if I did abs, or I say as if I did abs, as if I did like crutches or something, like like a workout or something. Like it just feels achy, not to touch, but on the inside, like it just feels like my body is like bruised or something on the inside, and it's like, bitch, you pregnant again? Like it's like my uterus is kind of sore from getting so big for those 4 months that I was pregnant, and then shrinking down really, really quickly, because a uterus is used to what it's used to. Like its cycle is to be pregnant for 9 months, so it hurry up and shrunk back, and then now it's like expanding again, and it kind of feels like it's bruised. Like my uterus feel like it's just like it's hard to stretch itself back out again, and that's not a bad thing. I'm proud of myself, and I'm proud of my uterus, because I feel like she really is working overtime right now, and I'm just really, really proud of her. I've been really trying to ground myself with my root chakra and my sacral chakra, and I've been trying to just heal my sexual feminine energy, so that I can heal my womb, because I am a woman. I am, and I give birth to life, so I want to make sure that I'm taking care of me. I don't know if y'all knew, but I did not take prenatals in my last pregnancy. I just didn't. I had these ones, I just did not take them. But I've been taking them every day since I ovulated. And these are prenatal gummies from Walgreens, with 50 milligrams DHA per serving and folate. And they just look like this. Like, now I see why people be like that. They just look like that. I'm gonna take one right now. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think, I believe, I want to say that's pretty much all I have to say. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my belly, my body, what it looks like. My body changes, so that if I really am pregnant, we can go over, okay, when I start doing symptom videos, if I'm like, oh, I'm bloated, I will actually be able to look back and be like, okay, that really is a symptom or whatever. So, if you are trying to conceive, keep the faith, be strong, baby does to you. And yeah, so this is my body after being pregnant for 4 months with my son Zion, and after giving birth to him, after giving birth to my second child. And this is me right now. This is what my belly looks like. And this is it from the side. I don't feel any bloating or anything right now. I don't feel any symptoms as far as my stomach goes right now. My breasts. My breasts have shrunken a lot. If you guys, I don't know if y'all saw, but when I was pregnant with Zion, my boobs had got really, really big. I had just unbuckled this because they're high-waisted, and I knew I was going to show y'all my stomach. But yeah, so that's what I look like. That's what my body is looking like. I hope you guys stick around to see the progression and see how this turned out. Like I said, if you guys are trying to conceive, baby, this to you all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below if you did. Also, give this video a thumbs up and turn your post notifications on to get notified every time I post a video. All right, y'all. I'm out of here.